Newton Public Schools is in the process of developing a portrait of a learner, a collective vision that articulates the community's aspirations for all the students. This is a first step in the framing of a clear vision for a school system. Superintendent Dr. Nolin provides an update.
So this part is really a celebration for the entire administrative team and the principals and the over 70 folks who helped us to write our new portrait of a new learner. You know, as many of you may know, and certainly the viewing public has heard, we've had a lot of new staff in the central office, and we've all been doing different entry planning activities. I started mine last year. We have 3 new central office members. We'll hear from Dr. Roundtree tonight and his updates, and just trying to theme what are all the ways that people are giving us feedback, what are all the sources saying, and what all sources are saying, you know, no matter what side of certain issues you're on, is that we want every student in the Newton Public Schools to thrive. And we need to find out what that means for each type of student and have systems that work so that in any school and with any teacher's classroom, there are reliable resources and the kinds of supports where any student can thrive. So just wanted to share this mission, our Thrive Promise, in terms of our hope that no matter where our students are attending school, that they are growing their minds, hearts, and bonds so that students can independently and safely navigate the world. And while they do that, change it for the better. So part of our strategy for doing this is what I'm here to show you tonight, is that this portrait of a learner that has been developed recently by our community. We had 70 individuals volunteer to be on the design team. I'm just trying to move this. Identified these competencies that sit on top of how our students learn traditional content like math and literacy, science and social studies, that these are key skills that people from the industry, various industries, our parent community, our educators, and our students came together to say that they felt that these competencies were the most important ones for us to emphasize. So it's exciting to think about all the ways that we can think about these competencies in the future, and hopefully help our students see that across their time from pre-K to up to age 22, they will have opportunities to build these skills for their lifetime success. Linked here for those who want to look at this information, and it's on our Newton Public Schools website, are some draft descriptions of what do each of these competencies mean, and what are some examples of skills that students can demonstrate starting when they're in preschool, but all the way up until their graduate or postgraduate time with us. And I just wanted to report to the community sort of what that process was. We had many different groups over a 2-year period who participated in surveys, who participated in focus groups, and the design team that I just mentioned. So you can see here just the record of all of the groups that we had. 13 of the groups identified critical thinking as a top skill, 11 groups identified communication, 9 identified adaptability, and 7 identified perseverance / learner's mindset as something that was really important. One of the great parts about perseverance and the learner's mindset is when we've done some recent survey data of our students' social emotional strengths and weaknesses, this piece about perseverance really came up as a place that the Newton students needed some more strength. So it was nice to see the community also identifying that as a place that they would like to focus energy. And our business community saying that in some cases, things like how a person learns and the perseverance with which they do that is more important than what they come in knowing in the jobs that they're hiring for. So really just a nice affirmation there. These are the initial rankings of how all of the different groups, when you mush them all together, the rankings of what came to be first, second, and third, et cetera. And then we re-ranked them across survey data. So there was student data, there were parents who filled out the survey and community members. And this was the rank order, and I'm hard to seeing beyond my info. So the first data set there in green was the results of the design team. This is the result of students in our district and what they thought was most important. And then our staff members who filled out this survey, how they ranked it. You can see the green shows a lot of overlap, that all the different groups said that they were interested in those areas, and the yellow were the sort of next layer parts. And then finally, we had all of our parents and guardians, so about 1,000 people. Really rocking it with the technology. So our parent community, about 1,000 families filled out the survey to further rank order. So I just wanted you to know how the process came about, and that many different stakeholders